you shut the fuck up?
Hey, welcome everybody.
Hey, welcome to you.
And by everybody, I mean goddamn everybody.
Fucking everybody, we're a football team right now.
Jesus Christ. Party in the back there? You got a party in the back? That was a good woo.
Fuck yeah,
I got
dude.
good feeling about this one.
I got a really good feeling about it. We got some special guests tonight, dude.
Yes, we do.
Fuck yeah, we do. We got Scott and Will, dude, from Dynaduo fucking Presents, right?
How's it going?
All
Thanks for being here, boys.
Yep.
Presents, dude.
Thank you for having us.
Local production, show producing and promotions company. And tell us a little bit about yourself, dude. How long you been doing it?
So, Dynaduo officially came into fruition sometime around 2023. Right after all of the quarantine stuff got lifted in 2022, there was a real hunger with a lot of the local venues in Boise just to put shows indoors, just to kind of ride the wave of people wanting to come back. And one of the one of the things that we got to do is through a mutual friend of ours that worked at the knitting factory at the time, he hit up Will and asked Will to help him put a show together. And then Will, in turn, got a hold of me, and then we put together what was, at the time, Blacktooth's final show in 2022.
That's right.
I remember that show.
Yeah.
So, tell me I was there.
I saw an opening just because I was like, well, if they're actually going to keep letting us do this, I might as well bring Scott on board because Scott's the guy that gets shit done.
Yeah, so we just did that show, and that just kind of kicked off things for a while. We continued doing shows with the Knitting Factory, and then eventually they came to us and they were like, hey, you guys should do some form of business. This would be a lot easier to continue being a formal entity instead of just two random dudes trying to put shows together. So that's kind of where Dynaduo came to be, and then we just officially started doing shows under that guise with Hemlock on their 30th anniversary tour.
Fuck yeah, you did.
Hemlock. Everybody knows Hemlock.
Oh, yeah.
2023, that's when it was, yeah.
No,
July.
that's cool, dude. And I remember that
Bitchin'.
show, dude. That was fun, man. It's cool to see you guys actually have developed something from that.
Yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
did not expect any of this coming out of 2020 and all the stuff that happened with it. It's truly been a blessing, and it's been
The whole world changed,
really,
man.
really
It's-
fun.
Especially the music industry, you know?
Everyone was starving for a live show of any
fuck,
sort.
so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was fucking
it's
awesome.
been great, dude. The shows have been crazy. We've played with we've had a lot of fun bands come through. We've had a lot of new bands pop up that had some pretty cool opportunities, and we have an annual show now called The Dark Harvest that takes place in November every year, and it's just the heaviest bands that we can find and just put them all together and just have people go nuts and beat the hell out of each other.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. So you play in Suturist, and what's the other band?
Yes, sir. So I front Suturist, and then my second band is called Dead at Dawn, and right now we're just recording music. But I play shows with Suturist, and we've also got a couple singles out and another one getting ready to come out soon.
Cool. Right. And then Will, you're playing at the Knitting Factory with us on March 22nd.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, and that's your band's first
Yeah.
live show, right?
Yeah.
You're in A War and Me.
A Warm Me,
Yeah, with Brian Denny, and who else is in there?
Paul Blair
Paul Blair.
and Alex, and his last name is too hard to pronounce. So.
Got it. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, Alex from a local band called Neptune Moon. I think it's Neelebeck or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've
You
been in
butchered
quite a
it,
few
yeah.
bands, haven't you, Will? It looks like you've been
Yeah.
playing music quite a while here.
Back in, I think, 2016, 2017, I started Meridian Movement,
Mm-hmm.
did free X shows and all that fun, and then I joined Fall Fathom with Scott,
Yep.
Yep.
and we came out with their, really was their only EP they've come out with.
So far, yeah, they've got some
yeah.
singles and stuff.
Dead
but
Flowers.
That was a good record.
But that went pretty well, and then I tried my own hand at running a band with Old Meds, but it came to a halt just because it's difficult to deal with multiple people.
Yeah, and multiple musicians. They're different.
Boy, I'll agree.
Musicians are notoriously known for being
Fucking
well-developed
assholes.
and adjusted people.
Yeah, we're very calm.
Yeah, we do this because we're not
Very
struggling
they're
from any mental illnesses.
Very rational. Some of the most rational people you
Extremely
ever meet.
rational. Yeah.
Totally.
I personally am very calm.
Level-headed. Sure, That's sure. what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get from you.
Most people do. They're like, that guy's gentle. I want to hug him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real gentle like a fucking rattlesnake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what can I say?
Yeah.
That's how I'm built. That's how I'm built.
But
So-
I was lucky that pretty much
rattlesnake
Brian
has a
Denny
neck.
reached out to me because I went and grabbed, because Brian Denny does all the posters for the
Yeah.
Dynaduo shows.
Yeah, he does.
And one day we were talking and he was just like, "Oh, you aren't doing anything?" I'm like, "No." And he reached out to me and then,
and you play bass, right?
no, I'm a
Oh,
vocalist.
you're the vocalist
Yeah.
with him. Gotcha. I thought it said something about
How
bass.
dare you?
Yeah, don't insult me. Get him, Lou. You see that? See how insulted he got?
I get it. I'm not threatened. He's not a bass player. I'm not threatened.
Touche, Lou.
Lou's like, look at his hands. Can't be. Can't be. They're not baseball mitts.
No, these are soft.
Homie sings like an angel. It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The songbird of our generation.
I can't wait to hear that project.
Oh yeah, dude.
Challenge
it's gonna be
accepted.
fun. We're really
Fuck.
looking forward to this
I'm
show.
out of here, dude. I can't fucking have competition.
Well, yeah, I actually just messaged Brian this morning because I thought that your guys' name was on the $5 banger coming up this weekend.
Oh no, we're good friends with all those dudes, but yeah, that's not one of ours.
Yeah. Now that's cool. So like now that you've been doing this for 2.5 years or so, like one of the questions that we came up with is what are the struggles behind dealing with the venue and getting it organized with the bands? Is that like just a nightmare?
We over time we've kind of streamlined the process a little bit. Like the venue in that regard could not be more accommodating. Like we they sometimes give us advice on like stuff they would like to see, and like people they would want us to work with sometimes. And every time they give us advice, we pretty much take it. And on top of that, they've never really questioned anything that we do because most of the time we get a pretty decent amount of asses in seats.
Yeah.
So
If you had to work with a band that just fucking sucked to work with,
I mean,
that's what I'm always curious about. You guys that have to work with these bands, like
Yeah.
some of them just by
Rappers.
default have to fucking suck.
It's rappers.
Oh, dude, I can totally see that.
yeah. We've been recently diving into the rap game a little bit, and it's definitely different doing a show like that compared to doing bands because
Well, the demographics typically different than a metal show.
Well, and
One guy brought in a knife and he had it on his belt, and I was like, "What the
like
fuck you
walking
doing?"
around the venue and stuff, and we're like, oh, okay, but
So he was one of the artists performing and he
Yeah.
brought in a knife?
yeah, just
right on the belt. Just
wow.
yeah. So they definitely don't. They're not faking anything about what they were talking about, or at least the ones that we've booked so far. Like they're pretty much the real deal with the shit that they talk about, and we learned that pretty quick when we met them in person. Like,
Yeah.
it's
it got awkward.
and like they were cool as hell. They were super nice. It was just some of the like culture shock going from dealing with metal bands to dealing with just rappers who represent themselves and stuff. But for the most part, everybody did good. But yeah, like everybody involved with those shows just kind of like didn't really roll their eyes, but they were just like, "Whoa, that happened."
Yeah.
Different world, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy is also dipping a bit into the rap game.
Oh, dude, hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and country. He's been writing all
Country
kinds of
rap,
stuff.
actually.
Country rap.
We call it hip hop.
Hip hop,
It's
tractor
cool as
rap.
fuck.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna
I'm
be
delving in hard. I got beats about smooching your daddy and shit. It's so good.
so good.
I write my own beats, by the way.
Yeah.
I am for hire. I do Fiverr. You can hire me to fucking write your beats.
I
He'll
absolutely-
beatbox right over the top of everything.
All fucking day.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, buy that album.
It's experimental.
Even if you're fucking around, your songwriting prowess, it's still going to be good. So that's what I want to hear.
Well, cheers to
I
that.
can't wait to buy that and then donate it to Savers.
There is nothing harder in the world than finding your own merch in the thrift store. It is a fucking hard.
Have you
real-
found a
I found
Black
a Rev.
t-shirt?
No, I found a
Found a
Rev
Rev?
Otis T-shirt hanging in the fucking Savers once. And I bought it, of course, because I was like, no,
That was mine.
We did see that.
motherfucker.
We did see that super homeless guy in a Rev Otis hoodie too.
There
one time.
was. We saw a fucking dude had nothing in his life but like a shopping cart full of shit and a Rev Otis hoodie.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's cool.
That's when
He
you know you
probably
made
bought
it.
it from
That's
Savers.
when you know you made it right there. We actually had that topic once on how do you know when you made it.
Homeless dude rocking your shit.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude.
So you guys pretty much only do like local shows, Treasure Valley.
We've gotten a couple of touring acts, but we try and bring people in as much as we can. It's just with a venue like the Knitting Factory where they're pumping out so many like high level shows. obviously the calendar's a little bit limited, but we've gotten a couple of, like Veil of Nath is one of them. We had them come through. That was our second show ever. Pretty brutal black metal band. They're really big in Europe. They play all those huge festivals with like hundreds of thousands of people.
And we have Pastel Faces coming in on March 9th.
From Seattle, yeah. And then we teamed up with another promoter and did Chris Calico a couple months ago, and he used to be Tech Nine's DJ, and he was coming through.
Nice.
And he had a couple of rappers with him, like Dizzy Wright, who did a lot of work with a bunch of big name rappers, and Whitney Payton, a bunch of really good people.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, that's awesome. It's I was kind of wondering about that, and with the promotions and everything that's going on with you guys, and mostly doing like Knitting Factory shows, kind of had a, you guys have been around the scene long enough, and something that's kind of new for us, and you and I've talked about this, Scott, over Messenger and stuff like that, is, back in the day when we'd play, they'd hand us a stack of 2,000 tickets.
Yep.
And they were free.
Oh yeah, put asses in seats, man.
And they would say pack the house. And back then, we could get 1,000 people in there.
Oh, you were guaranteed 25% return on every ticket you handed out. But back in those days, you were fucking every dude at a gas station. You were like, "Here's 8 tickets. Please come to our show." Like it.
Yeah.
And then you'd show up to the office and be like, "We need 1,000 more," and they'd be like, "What? What are you doing with them?"
I remember those days, man, because like from 2016 to 2019, I managed a band that headlined the Knitting Factory frequently, and same shit. They would give us 500,000 tickets at a time, and then we'd come back like 2 weeks later, and they're like, "Where the fuck are these going?"
Leaving them we would pin them to the cork board at Hastings. You just go in there and just
we would leave a stack,
pin like 100 of them up there.
We'd leave a stack at Hot Topic, like right at the register. We'd go to there was like some stores we'd go to, and we'd do stuff like that. And
oh fuck yeah, dude! People see free tickets and they're like, "I'll go to a show."
We did the same at Guitar Center. Just cause,
fuck yeah!
Especially back when the board was on the way to the bathroom. I don't know if it still is.
It's still like right outside the doors.
Yeah.
We go there
I
all the
dropped
time,
off a stack at Les Schwab after they fucking fixed my tire. Like, boom. There you go.
Hey boys, you like concerts?
There's a tip for you.
They're like, "Sir, we're also going to need your debit card."
I'm going to take these back then. Fuck you.
Please come.
So we would do a deal back in those days where we'd make several posts for free show, free tickets, and then we'd build a will call list, and it got out of control.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude,
I remember that.
It got to the point where we'd have like 600 people on will call.
yeah, because they'd be like, "Hey, just put me at the window for 25 tickets."
Yeah,
Like,
and then we'd show up the day of the show and like hand them this like scribbled out in crayon fucking.
and they'd always look at you like, "Oh,
Like, what the fuck?
bro, I have to do this,"
Yeah, and it's
With napkins added to it and shit. Here's 3 more people.
Post-it
they'd
notes
say-
stuck to it.
They'd be like, "Can you guys alphabetize that?" And I'm like, "No,
No, I physically
we
cannot.
physically don't know how." Like,
I don't know how to
Squeak would do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it could not be more different now. Like
So, do you think it's better now that they're? I mean, obviously, with charging for tickets, the turnout may be a little less than what we're used to. Because, like I said, I mean,
The pay-to-play system is kind of like the universal system now. It's like,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah. Like
Here's-
anybody that's involved with Ticketmaster, at least, definitely has to go by that system. There's trade-offs. Like there's advantages and disadvantages. Like the advantages is the bands normally get paid more than if they were handing out free tickets. So when your turnout's fairly decent and you have to pay a certain amount for a ticket, like there's more money to be thrown around to like pay the artists and stuff. So that's always
Yeah,
good.
and we weren't getting what I would call paid back in those days.
Hell
Every
no,
once
you were
in a-
getting beer.
They'd walk
I
in with a
remember.
case of beer, and every once in a while they'd hand you a $100 bill and be like, "Hey, man, packed house tonight, great job."
Or a bottle of whiskey at
and
the
you'd
end
be
of the
like,
night.
"Fuck yeah, dude!"
Yeah.
You know, it was a big deal.
Like
They're
$100 for like $6,000 in bar sales. You're like, dope.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
back when Ryan Collis was
Thanks for the Pabst.
was the manager, back when he was
Oh, yeah.
managing. We'd done a CD release, and he came up at the end of the CD release, and I remember he handed us $240
Oh wow. Okay.
God
for that
damn.
show.
Yeah.
Yep, and he was like,
Rock
"Dude,"
stars,
he's like,
baby.
"Dude, we did like fucking $10,000 in liquor sales tonight." He's like, "So here you go."
Well, I
Drank
remember Ryan
Idaho
as well.
Dry.
We had ran out of whiskey backstage, and I think the liquor store was closed. Mm-hmm. And we're like, "Hey, can we buy a bottle from you?" And he just gave us one.
Oh yeah, he
That's
totally
cool.
fucking did.
What's
Here you
bad
go.
about that is we showed up with a fifth of whiskey, and we ran out of that.
Yeah.
And then had to get yet another.
We used to be able to drink back in them days.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Put it
Yeah.
away.
Ah,
Yeah.
I can't pre-show whiskey drinks anymore, dude. Like, there used to be a ceremony of shots before the.
Oh man.
And we'd be doing pull-ups off the fucking bars back there, just getting swollen.
Off the
swilling.
sprinkler system for the fires.
Oh man.
So that's why the knit burned down. Got it.
Well, it couldn't.
Oh, I refute. I absolutely refute any accusations just being
Episode's
made.
over. We're gonna have to edit
Yeah, dude,
that out.
cut that. That's not staying in.
You want to hear something fucking hilarious? I was shitting myself when that happened because the band that I worked with, we had just headlined there like 3 nights before it burned down, and we toilet papered the fuck out of that place. So when they said it was an HVAC fire, the first thing that went through my mind is the HVAC system sucked up some toilet paper, and it got real fucking hot. And then
There you go. You can keep it in. Scott's to blame.
And then it ended up being an electrical fire because of the construction outside, and I was like, oh, thank God.
So
Scott
you
was
know
getting
how,
all telltale hard about it and shit. It was like driving him mad in his sleep. Just like,
So that's actually a little different story than I heard how it burned.
See, I heard it was an electrical fire like inside the walls.
So what I was told was the HVAC guy was working on some duct work
with a grindalizer.
with a grinder
An angle
instead
grinder.
of a sawzall, and
Yeah.
he's throwing sparks everywhere and lit the fucking insulation on fire.
That that sounds like a mix of like my 2 stories, so that's probably right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when you're just like, well, I'm out of here.
yeah, fuck that.
See you later.
I like going to lunch.
Forever.
Just call and quit on your way out the
Oh,
door.
yeah.
No shit.
Well, I can't come back. It burned down.
So, outside of all of, what you guys are doing and stuff like that, when we do the podcast and things, we like to talk about, current news.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of things, dude, that are pretty tragic, actually. We lost Roberta Flack yesterday. Did you guys see
that's a
that?
tough
Do you know who
one.
that is?
I'm not familiar, no.
Okay, so Roberta Flack is a Grammy Award-winning artist who did kind of like Motown-y kind of music.
I got some Roberta Flack in the stack over
I'll
there.
bet you do. And so she's probably more known for doing that "Killing Me Softly" song that Lauryn Hill sampled,
Fugees
a bunch of other
covered,
people, did. So she passed away, dude. She accomplished a lot throughout the years, and so we saw that. Man, we got to
Shout
send one
out
out
to
for
Roberta Flack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pour one out.
Yeah, pour one out. I don't have anything to pour out, babe.
So that means she worked with like Berry Gordy, right?
I don't know.
Like Berry Gordy was the guy for Motown back in the day.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
And they're the
Probably.
Wrecking
Yeah,
Crew.
she,
that
She actually, I was Nicole printed all this good stuff up, dude. But she won the American Music Award for best like soul and R&B female artist, clear back in the '70s. She got a Lifetime Achievement Award, Grammy.
Wow.
So she's been around a long
Damn.
time, dude, doing some killer.
Yeah,
fucking
That's
shit.
impressive.
Yeah. So the
Diva.
The other tragedy is this summer, the fucking Backstreet Boys are playing shows in Vegas. They got 18
The residency, yeah.
fucking shows.
good for them.
Because of demand.
yeah, good for them.
They're that high in
Well,
demand.
Well,
That's
people
awesome.
really will pay out of their fucking ass for
That's all right.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys walking around
America
really
wants
slow.
it that
Oh yeah,
way.
Backstreet's back.
So would you assholes go watch the fucking Backstreet Boys?
Well, no.
If I'm, no,
they
here's the
aren't
deal.
going to be able to dance like they used to.
No,
Yeah.
if I
Not for very long,
that's
anyway.
the disappointing
Yeah.
part. That's the disappointing
Maybe like
part.
3 songs.
No, if-
and then after
Is that the tragedy I'm
Yeah, the
talking
tragedy
about?
of it is they can't dance anymore. Like no, but like it gets to a point where it's like that Frankie Valli shit when he comes out and looks like a mannequin and he's lip syncing because he can't dance anymore. When you get a 65-year-old Lance Bass up there fucking trying to dance and shit.
Isn't
Wait,
that-
that NSYNC or was that Backstreet?
That's insane.
Okay, well either
Isn't
or.
Backstreet the one
Wait,
that has the Joey Fat one in it?
Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake.
Fatone.
That was
Yeah.
that was
NSYNC
NSYNC.
is-
Oh,
That's
clearly,
NSYNC.
we knew which team
NSYNC
I
was
was in the
Timberlake,
2000s. Backstreet had the Chris Carpenter. That's not it. Chris. He had the hair with the
Carpenter?
I don't think that.
I don't know, but you should grow your hair like that.
Just a little fucking Karen swoop in the front.
do a
Yeah,
little Karen
do it,
swoop,
do
dude.
it.
I would love
Oh,
that.
fuck yeah.
But keep
and
the
just
rest.
a mustache.
I'll triple dog dare right
That
out
was
the gate if I
that was
have
an
to.
audible oof.
Yeah, just stay away from libraries and schools and such.
Yeah.
Just walk down the street like, yes, fucking see how much attention we can get.
You know, Jeremy, you've convinced me. I'm gonna go see the Backstreet Boys in Vegas now.
I fucking triple dare now.
No, if
as of
we're,
right
I'll
now.
tell you this right now. If I'm stumbling around Vegas and I got one of them giant fucking beers that looks like a lava
The
lamp,
meter long one.
yeah, the fucking yarder or whatever, and I just stumble up and it's like, hey, you want tickets to Backstreet Boys? I'm like,
Shit,
the
yeah.
adventure continues. Fuck yeah, we're going to Backstreet Boys.
I was gonna
mean,
say the conditions would have to be like proper, and you pretty
Right.
much just laid it out
Yeah,
exactly.
if it
how
was-
I want to come back and tell Lou and Justin that I went
I
and
would
saw
want to
fucking
tell that
Backstreet
story.
Boys.
Yeah.
On mushrooms.
If it was $15, I'd be like, yeah, let's check it out. Otherwise, let's just go check out robot fighting.
I would
instead.
just Lou would
For
open
sure, robot fighting.
Lou would open a text and it would just be me and Hyatt hanging out backstage with the Backstreet Boys. Hey, we were in Vegas, dude. Check out who we met. And I'm doing the dances and shit.
I think I'd be more apt to go to a New Kids on the Block than a Backstreet Boys. Because they had the power chords, right? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I could probably name more NSYNC songs than I could.
yeah.
Backstreet.
The right stuff.
Did we fucking accidentally hire this guy to be our drummer?
Well, they were hanging tough, man. You know. Yeah.
They were definitely hanging
Dude,
tough.
I think
They have a Wahlberg.
They have a Wahlberg.
So did the Funky Bunch. That don't mean shit.
Exactly.
now hold on. I like Marky Mark, dude.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Do you, as an actor?
No, as a rapper.
No, you didn't.
Dig through my phone right now on my hip hop list. I'll
He's a
bet you
piece of
find
shit.
it.
Oh,
It's on the
dude.
playlist
piece of
next to
shit.
Steve-O's rap album. Just,
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole. I'm firing on all cylinders, dude.
You are firing on all cylinders, dude. I'm proud of you.
coming in hot.
I'm fucking proud of you.
I can't wait to get
So
drunk.
what you're saying is group trip to see the Backstreet Boys?
Oh,
there?
Backside Boys.
Blacktooth to see Backstreet?
You
Let's
guys
go.
want to do this?
Yeah.
I think you meant New Kids. Yes.
Well, we can't have them, but I hear the Sphere where they're playing in Vegas is really rad.
No, the Sphere's cool as fuck. Last time we were in Vegas, the tram takes you like right by it while that big eye blinks at you.
I
Like,
saw you two in the Sphere.
Oh, we
Saw
actually
you
just
two in
heard
the
that
Sphere?
same thing
Yeah.
today.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
I get a
Was
lot
it
of
good?
hate for it, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually I like that early U2 stuff a lot.
I like you two, but I'm
I don't like
Aw,
him.
I like you too.
Yeah.
I don't like how up his own ass
Art.
Bono got, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put
I
an album
digress.
on my phone against my will, and ever since then it's just been.
Scott, I am your will.
This is why we separated you two.
oh, you guys
snuggling
are
on this
fucking
show.
adorable.
There's no snuggling on this show, dude.
Oh, you know what that
It's Jeremy
deserves is a
and
good
Thank you
drink
for
if I
that.
could.
Yeah, you have to drink when you hear that.
Okay.
Can I have one of those beers?
Yeah,
One of those little cute
These
ones?
are fake beers. You can't get drunk on them.
Oh, cool.
I think.
Challenge accepted.
I think.
I mean, in theory, you could chase it, but
Yeah.
it's never coming.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, dude. It takes a while. About 13 of them, and then you're like, oh,
No.
I'm hungry. Yeah, that's how these fucking work.
Every
It's
time I
beautiful.
see Ron drinking one of those, I'd have to come up with a new joke like, do those weigh the same amount as a regular beer?
I actually use them because the can's skinny, and I think it makes my hand look bigger.
Oh, yeah, nice.
How's it look?
Hey, do you guys? You remember?
that
You
Full on
remember?
meat paw. You know.
You remember we have guests? We should talk to them about some stuff.
No, I don't like them.
Scott, I have to know, how'd you guys come up with Suturist?
How did we come up with Sutures? I did not come up with Sutures because I was the last one to join the band. However, the people that founded the band, Isaac Torres and Daniel Rodriguez, when they started finding people like Jeremy Franklin and Alex Vogel to fill the other instrumental parts, they noticed that there were a lot of people from like different backgrounds like coming together. And so they kind of came up with this concept of like different backgrounds stitched to the same like tattered canvas.
Cool. Like,
like-
Frankenstein.
Yeah, and so
That's cool as shit.
The name was Suturist before I even joined the band, and then I joined the band, and that really fucking rang true because completely like different realm of shit. than the
Well, it
rest.
was
That's cool.
It was so weird.
That's awesome,
like back
man.
in the day, like I remember seeing you at lots of shows.
Oh yeah, I went to
Like we
fucking
knew
all of
each
them.
other, and then all of a sudden we're playing a show together, and I'm like, "Hey, bro," and you're like, "Yeah, I'm fucking singing for these guys."
Yeah.
now." And I'm like,
I watched you guys open for fucking Steel Panther, and then I watched you play.
That would have
Bro,
been a sight
hold on.
to see.
Quick side note. Just a side note on that
That's
one.
funny.
So we're not an 80s glam
Hell
joke
no, you're
metal
not.
cover. So we came out and
Are
did
you
our
sure?
set, And we got done with that last note. The crowd was like, is this, yay.
What
Crickets. Like, they wanted fucking, dude, they wanted Steel Panther. That was the weirdest big show
I think
we've ever played.
I feel like they were supposed to make fun of us, but they were like, no.
Nah.
That's
No,
only
I'm not gonna
because
make
that's
fun.
only because dude tried to come up and hang out with Jeremy and you backstage around
Yeah.
that pool table or whatever.
Playing ping pong.
Or ping pong,
Yeah.
dude. And remember, he came up and he was like trying to be nice, but you were on one that day.
Nah.
He was like trying to be like, "Hey, bros," and you're like, "I'm not your fucking bro,
Yeah,
dude."
dude. I don't know you. You freak me out. I don't know. Yeah, not today. I'm sorry.
forgot
You
we
were
did that
saying.
show.
Anyways, go ahead. I apologize.
No, you're good. I took my mom to that show.
Fuck yeah. Cheers to your mom.
Yeah.
Fucker.
No.
Cheers to your mother. Fucker.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude, that show was fun. I've one of the first shows I remember, if I remember right, I think you guys opened for Nixon Rodeo one time too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
And
And I believe we played with Nixon Rodeo in Spokane
Did no.
at the Spokane Knit,
yes.
too.
hell yeah.
That's
yeah,
who
I
we
saw
played
the
with
one
in Spokane.
That was like one of the first shows I remember going to when I moved to Boise. I was 19 and I moved here in 2015. Never even been here before. I got transferred out here to work at the prison.
Where'd you come from?
At the time, I had just graduated high school from Great Falls, Montana, and I went.
Oh, another Montana boy.
Yes, sir.
You're not Irish, are you?
No, German and Norwegian. But fucking
go.
yeah, and then I lived in Missoula, Montana for a while too. But yeah, when I moved to Boise, it was from Great Falls because I was working at the prison / jail there at the time, and then they transferred me out here. Transferred me and my mom out here, so my
Out to
entire
the-
family moved out here.
To the penitentiary?
Nice.
So my mom worked at the smaller MTC CAP facility next door, and then I worked at ICC, which is the big one.
Oh, no shit.
Did you play music in Montana as well?
I was a musician in Montana. I wouldn't call myself a successful one, but because I was still pretty fucking young. Back then, there wasn't really a whole lot of like a music scene. Like there were a couple of bands. Like there's bands like Switch Off Safety and Universal Choke Sign and like all these other like metal bands that have been around that area forever, like Walking Corpse Syndrome.
Yep.
And like they've all been around for fucking ever. But as for like me being a musician, not really. Like I was in choir a lot when I was a teenager, and I like was in a touring choir that like toured around the Pacific Northwest a lot. And then other than that, I didn't really get heavy into like a music scene until I moved to Boise, because I mostly worked at like the radio level until I moved here, and then I started working at the local level.
Nice.
Well, and I feel like the local scene in Boise is actually really good.
It's very unique too. Like
Got a
there's-
frog in my throat.
it's very unique, and like some of these bands that are popping out and just going crazy, like Ingrown is one of them, like a hardcore band that just burst out of here.
Oh, yeah. Out of fucking nowhere, too.
And dude, just today they announced a show opening for Machine Head in here and in Spokane.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
rad.
Fucking
That's
amazing.
Good
gonna be
on
a
'em,
good
dude.
show, dude.
Yeah, I'll be in Seattle the day they're playing here, but unfortunately, but yeah, like I was just like, holy shit, and like all these other bands that are getting like signed to labels and stuff and going on tour, and even like independent bands still doing great stuff. Like there's another electronic band from here called Magic Sword, and they're just doing insane shit. They toured with Avatar back in the day. They've do huge tours like all the time.
They did
That's
the intro
fucking cool.
to Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, no
they did
shit.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, a Boise
Nice.
band
Rad.
did the theme for Thor Ragnarok, dude.
That's fucking
so
rad.
cool.
Yeah, the guy that records and mixes all the Sutrous music is their tour manager. And
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
And they're all really swell guys, from what I understand. I've never met them, but they seem pretty cool.
Nice. Well, are you from here, Will?
No, I'm from everywhere.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
A gypsy.
Yeah. Army
So
brat or what?
mysterious.
No, I just traveled. So
That's good.
I grew up in Kearney, Missouri, which is like 15,000 or no 1,500 population at the time.
yeah.
And then whenever I was 18, I moved to Canada to join a band. I ended up touring like Europe and stuff like that.
Oh, hell yeah,
Wow.
you did. Hell yeah, you did.
Yeah, dude.
And then I met my wife on World of Warcraft.
Nice.
Then
Nerd.
Then I moved.
Millennial love story.
Nerd.
Then I moved to Puerto Rico because that's where she's from, and I lived there for 5 years. Had a kid.
Fuck yeah, Puerto Rico.
Then we went to Portland, and now we're here. She's a doctor at the VA.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice,
My
dude.
dad said, if you're gonna do music, marry a doctor. So I took it
Fuck
to
it.
heart.
That is kids.
Mission
if you're out there
accomplished.
listening at home, that is sound advice.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Why is that, though? Because we overdose a lot or because they have money?
Because we have no money.
I'm gonna say both.
Yeah, she's his
She
wife
knows
has
how
definitely
to
helped out. a couple of
administer the
times.
Narcan. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Good old Narcan.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I originally. Damn.
So fucking stupid.
But yeah,
That's a good one.
I've been in Boise since like 2012.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of traveling, man. That's more places than I've ever been for fun, that's for sure.
Did you work in other bands locally?
I was in Meridian Movement, Fall of Fathom with Scott,
That's right.
and I was in Old Meds for a bit. Whenever I was in Missouri, I was in a band called Titus Lane, and we lost Battle of the Bands to Puddle of Mud.
For the record deal, right?
Yeah, we hated them. We actually got into a lot of fights with them, and he,
I don't like them
Dude,
either.
Yeah, no, Wes Scanlon's a
Wait,
fucking
wait.
douche nozzle.
Oh,
Boo.
I hate him because he's kicked me in the balls like twice.
Like literally? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in
did
the
you
day.
kick his fucking ass for that? Or
I mean, I was
Oh, man.
16 at the time.
The first time
That
I
sounds
heard this
about
story,
like Wes Scanlon behavior.
Yeah.
Tell you
Kicks a
what, bud.
16-year-old in the nuts.
I got a whole new reason to whoop his ass now. So
Thank
first
you.
time I-
Thank you.
The first time I heard that story, I was talking about my dad's worked in radio most of my life, and he was on 100.3 The X here for a while, and then before that he was on a radio station outside of Sturgis, also called The X.
oh no
And
shit.
Pretty typical rock station name. Yeah.
1011, 1035, The Rock Station, The X, out of Spearfish, South Dakota, because that's where I'm from originally, is the Black Hills. And they used to do X Fest out there too. And one of the X Fests they brought was Chevelle, Puddle of Mud, New Medicine, and somebody else.
Fucking 1998.
Oh, it was a 2006, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So when bands like Puddle of Mud starting to get a little cheap for promoters, you know.
Yeah.
the death rattle tour.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
passed their
So
prime.
they're doing
That's the
county
Y.
fairs.
That's the Y Fest.
The county fair fucking circuit.
Why are we playing this?
Yeah. So I met Wes then, and I was just a little kid, and he was a little interesting. Like, he was nice to me because I was a kid, but he was kind of a douche to all the adults. So like that made me raise an eyebrow. And then
He likes little kids.
Yeah, fuck. I told him that story, and he was like, "Fuck that guy." And I was like, "Oh well, all right."
Now didn't Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit like produce their shit and all that?
Because he won that Battle of the Bands. If my band would have won it, he would have produced us.
Oh, you would have had to work with Fred Durst?
Yep.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But actually, I originally started as an opera singer.
No shit.
Yeah, I started singing opera whenever I was 5. I sang at Carnegie Hall whenever I was 17.
Shut up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Seriously. Wow, that's fucking impressive.
We got fucking royalty around here. You didn't tell me this.
You know,
Scott.
you know how to get to Carnegie Hall, right?
No.
Practice. That's a classic fucking joke, man.
Yeah,
So
we're
just get ready for the show because I'm going to show up.
that's how we became friends back in the
Might
day.
make it.
Back in the day, we became friends because we're both fairly classically trained. He did opera and I did choir, so we just got really close, like, in that regard. And then, like, I don't even know how we ran a nonprofit together for a while, and we did shows called.
We first met at the Comic-Con.
Yeah, we met at Comic-Con. I remember we met at Comic-Con.
I was
nerd.
I was in a snore.
Snorlax onesie. Dude.
Yeah, I was in a Snorlax onesie.
Fuck yeah, you were. You should have wore that today.
I still have it. Yeah.
Yeah, does it fit?
Yeah.
Wear it to the show.
Yeah, you're gonna wear it
is.
to the show.
We should talk about this show a bit.
Yeah, we should.
I'm very excited about this fucking show.
too.
Oh, it's gonna be so great.
Yeah, Hyatt, are you excited yet?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
puckering against the seat every time you bring it up.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I've-
I'd like to watch him twitch, dude.
I've ran through the set every day for the last 3 months.
March 22nd.
I'm not exaggerating.
March
Here's the deal.
22nd.
You know the songs better than I do.
So when I suck, it's not for lack of trying.
If you suck at this point, you're doing it on purpose. So
Just say you can't hear yourself or something. Just,
Right.
Yeah.
It's the damn monitors.
So
March
yes,
22nd,
Always
Knitting
blame it on
Factory.
the sound guy.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
March 22nd, Knitting Factory. It's we've got Cardiac Drift, War and Me.
Yep.
To be announced, not
To be
determined.
announced. That is
Yep.
the name of the band actually playing with us. They're called To Be Announced. It's actually brilliant marketing.
And then Hard Curfew is closing out the night.
Those guys are great.
Fucking suck, dude.
Yeah, and then Karen Comes Killing, which it was going to be Suturist on here, but you guys had to
Previous
bounce.
commitment.
Yeah,
Previous
unfortunately.
commitment.
Scott failed us.
Yeah, that was totally my bad. Like because the original agreement was we knew we were holding out for Treefort Music Festival, and like I told you guys like if we don't get that, we'll be on the show, and then I got the dates mixed up on when we would be hearing back from them. So thankfully, 2 days before we announced the fucking show, I hear back
Yeah,
like,
no shit.
you're on it. And fortunately, when something catastrophic like that happens and you're the promoter, you can kind of just like fix it immediately. So
Thank God, yeah.
thankfully that night I already had another band lined up, and like we like I work with the poster guy like super close, so he like fixed it like overnight for me, and we were able to get everything lined up like less than 24 hours before the announcement. But yeah, that was stressful for a fucking minute there. But
Oh, yeah.
the band that we have in our place is gonna bring the fucking house down. Like another guy that's been around for quite some time who's definitely gonna fucking bring it like they always do. So
And there's no doubt that we'll be able to jam with you guys
oh
in
absolutely.
the
Oh, yeah.
near future.
Yeah, like we'll make it work sometime. Like I definitely want to play another show with Blacktooth, and I definitely want to play a show with a War and Me too.
Yeah.
Well, and when you guys get together and actually book the show for Blacktooth to open for Backstreet Boys, you guys should be on it too.
Blacktooth Street Boys?
Yeah.
Blacktooth Street Boys.
I personally think I was going to say this earlier. I personally think you should cover Backstreet Boys, but it should be Blacktooth's
Blacktooth's
back.
back.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
Like
I've had this idea.
that's the intro to your set when
And then we come out and do the dance.
you can be in all white like that
Right,
video.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just,
you got
you have to wear the little headphoney thing on your face.
I'd be
Sham
lying if you know, like I've thought of Blacktooth is back. All right, like that's played through my
That's
head.
Oh, no, it plays
that's
to
a
your-
low
I'd be
hanging
lying
fruit.
if I
I was
said
just
that.
the one
to
that
your
said
head,
it,
and you're
yeah.
like, "Holy fuck, that's
Sham-
so
the sham
weird."
wow.
and it was
microphone.
like first thing in the morning. Like all of a sudden it just like
the fuck
and it
happened
was
to my
stuck in
band?
head. Stuck in my head. I don't know.
Got a little.
I get
soft.
weird songs
We're
stuck in
soft.
my head in the morning first thing.
Being that you guys
Never
are
fucking heard
singers for your bands, I won't try to take your jobs and classically trained and all that stuff.
Mm.
Do you know any bands looking for a vocalist? Apparently mine sucks.
Nah, dude.
Your
everybody I
vocalist
know's-
suck or your
Yeah.
band sucks?
No,
A little
everybody
bit
I,
of both.
Hey, do you guys know any vocalists looking for a band? Fuck you.
Touche.
I've never held a slotted microphone, but I'll give it a shot.
You know, I was going to say you come from an opera background and trained there, and you're trained in choir, and, you know, so
Yeah.
you guys are kind of pretty similar. Jeremy and I are also pretty similar, but we come from, like, drugs and throat punches.
Ah, okay.
Mine was less Carnegie and more Carnegie.
More carny.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, where
Definitely
I'm from. Okay. Yeah, that
Definitely were
works.
carny.
A lot of people I knew didn't have all their fingers or toes or teeth
Oh, hell no.
or eyelids. I fucking
You put the Narcan in Carnegie.
Fucking-
yeah.
I fucking quit.
Yeah.
You ever see a guy
The
with
letters
no
are in there. You
eyelids
just
or
gotta
eyebrows?
fucking-
Oh, dude, it's
Fucking-
fucking startling.
It's horrifying.
That shit haunts my sleep. No eyebrows or eyelids.
Are you sleeping, bro?
Or those
Yes.
fucking,
Leave him
fucking
alone.
dudes
He's
that can,
sleeping.
like, pop their eyes out of
No,
their
he's not. He's
sockets and, like, move
surprised.
them forward.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, they get all flip your eyelids inside out. Is that what you're talking about? Those kids that could do that shit in school, and you'd be sitting there trying to learn a little math, and this little motherfucker would just turn and look at you with them shits, and you'd it's so fucking gross.
I used to be able to do that.
You're the dude in the fucking chair in Ace Ventura when he's like poking his eye, like.
Oh, no, that shit would. Well, and I would always get in trouble because I would viscerally react to this fucking horrifying thing I'm looking at. Put him back the right way. It's like when a dog's ear gets flipped inside out, and you're like, that has to suck. How long you been walking around looking stupid like that?
The worst thing Eagle High School ever did was put fucking Jeremy and me in a class together. 'Cause-
Why did they do that?
Oh, dude. We always got. I got in trouble for laughing at him because of the way he would react to shit.
Oh, yeah, and they just moved my desk out into the hall. And they're like, I can't hear shit out here. Hey, let me back in.
Tell me it was like a welding class or something good.
Yeah, we could be so fucking lucky.
American government or some shit.
Probably. Was it with the Ruben
Mr.
Steiger?
Schwager.
Oh, Schwager. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no. I was just a dick. I didn't want to learn about American government. I'm fucking 14, dude.
Yeah, you probably should have learned a little more.
Lou and I, for that don't know, have known each other since he was 10. No,
Well, we were 10.
I was 10, you was 11. Yeah, so since we was 10, yeah.
Nice.
We've been fucking
34 fucking years.
a long fucking time, dude.
You know, and it comes out in you guys sometimes. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the last, like, episode or checked it out yet, but when you were getting ready to talk about your bass and the way you'll interact with each other and not hurt each other's feelings fucking blows my mind. Because, like, had you talked to me that way, I would have really thought you were, like, fucking mad at me or something, dude.
Wait, do you?
I try to talk to you that way, and you get all sad and fucking yell at me, and I'm
I
like,
fucking
well,
told you.
All right.
It was something like, I'll tell the
Justin's more
story if you'll
sensitive
shut
than
the
I thought.
fuck up.
Oh yeah, no, that was hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, can I tell the fucking story?
In all fairness, I did get fucking nut punched a little later on.
Oh, I did give you a little.
got me good.
I got one coming. I got one coming. I forgot I gave you.
Just gonna
I
let
forgot I
it go.
gave you a little. You know, sometimes you got to keep each other in check. That's what we're doing
Fuck
here.
yeah. So what we like to do with Music and Mayhem, obviously, is we tell tales of, you know, what we've been through or what we've seen. And, you know, we do all that stuff. But at the same time, we're really trying to be a little bit more active in the local music scene. You know, so something, you know, you guys can do is communicate with us, and we'll try to pump the show on this, too, on all your upcoming shows. You know, it's, we like, you know, a couple weeks heads up because we do obviously record early and release Fridays and do all that. But, you know, it'd be cool to, like, it's kind of hard to find who's who and what's what.
That's,
and
I was
going
going to say that. We need a centralized location where we can see all the upcoming shows, whether they're us or, you know, whether they're you guys putting it on or any of them, even the $5 banger that's coming up tomorrow.
We're gonna have
night
links
when
to
this
all
comes
that
out.
yeah,
shit
it'll
in the
be Saturday
description
night, yeah.
down below, right?
Right.
On
Yeah, it would be really cool
YouTubes.
to be able to find those really easy.
Yeah, agree.
Oh yeah, like we're trying. Believe me, we're trying. So like, the network that we've kind of been working on in that regard is with our Instagram. We've been following. Like, if we interact with you like in a like show fashion, like if we've worked with you as a venue or a band or whatever, we follow you, and then we just like I'll just scroll our timeline, and I'll just find shows that like people that we've worked with are doing and coming up, and I'll like add them to our stories and stuff. But it would be nice to have like some type of centralized place, because you've got a lot of like niches throughout the Treasure Valley, right? And
Like post your show.
A
on
local
this.
music billboard of some sort.
well, and
Yeah.
shit changes so fast. You've got like a lot of like people that have been playing together for a long time, like reforming under a new name, and you've got like venues changing and like all like members leaving, new members getting added. Like shit's changing all the time. So if there was a place like
A family tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
so it's crazy. So
No, that'd be cool. Back in the day, we used to jump into the Boise Weekly. That was like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
you know,
An
they have
actual
the
paper
upcoming
and ink.
shows and stuff like that, and that's where we'd find kind of, you know, whatever was going on. But it'd be really cool if there was like a
yeah, we've
a
done that in
hub.
the past for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Well, you know, it's fucking rad to have you guys on here, man. Are you going to be able to come out to the show, Scott, or do you guys don't play the same night, do you?
No, we don't play the same night. We play the next weekend after. Like, that's unfortunately when you play Treefort, you can't play any other shows within a 100-mile radius the month of the day that you play.
I have such a hard time with the politics of that shit
So it's like-
specifically.
it's one-
I'll digress, but
Yeah, I don't know the details behind it.
They
It's
they
just-
don't want you to. They want you to have your full crowd, and if
the
you play
whiskey,
too often, in
the
in
whiskey was the same way when we played Sunset Strip. The Whiskey Go Go was the same fucking way. You're not allowed to announce in that area a show certain amount of days before.
If you're
like-
oversaturated, all your people won't come and buy the booze. So
Some
Yeah,
dude
that's
in
right.
a fucking suit with a pen and a piece of paper said that was a smart idea 40 years ago, and we've been following those fucking. Like I had, Anyway,
No, I get what you're saying.
like it
Yeah.
sucks, man. It's just like that's the way it is. Like
Yeah, especially
everything's so
especially if
changed.
like playing, you know, and singing for Suturist and stuff like that was your source of income.
Yeah, that would be a little bit challenging. Like if you were like a person that played like patios every week or something like that. Yeah, that would make it
you gotta start a dad band to be that shit, man. You
Yeah,
gotta do
that's
cover
right.
songs, man.
Yeah, there was an idea like back in the day, like I say that like it was a long fucking time ago, but a few years ago when like we really started like getting more serious about playing shows and stuff, we played with the idea of learning like just like 2 to 3 hours worth of covers, like, and just going under like a different name and just playing bars to
It's
make money.
lucrative as fuck, dude. Hyatt and I have a side hustle with covers.
Yeah. So
that's the only way you can really make money. It seems like.
We did 120 shows in 3 years. That's where we've been.
Fucking,
yeah.
that's all of my effort has been going into
That's damn near a show a week.
till Lou pulled the book off the shelf and was like, "Hey, you boys want to do this Blacktooth thing?" Yes, so fucking badly. I want to do it. I thought you never.
Jeremy threw Brian Adams right in the canal.
Yeah, you're out of here, summer of '69. You summer of lick my fucking butt.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm beyond happy that you guys came back and decided to keep going. Like it's awesome. Like it sucks seeing a lot of these bands go under because like I get it. Like you do it for so long and eventually it just kind of gets like repetitive if you stay in the area. And
Well,
stuff,
that
but-
terrible thing that happened in 2020 actually broke up a lot of bands, dude. A lot of people were like, well, we can't legally get into a room and hang out with each other to jam. So,
Yeah.
like,
Or book a show if we did get practiced
yeah,
up.
fucking-
everyone was still hanging out and jamming, but no venues. That, are
yeah,
you
the
crazy?
bars were all closed. You had to fucking perform with a mask on. Just
Well,
like,
you remember when we
goodness.
did we did a surprise going away show for Gary Pike, the old manager for the Knit.
Yeah.
And the strange thing is we did it at the Revolution. But do you remember how like top secret that show was?
I do,
Like, it was
yeah.
so top secret
Yeah.
because it was during the peak
the restrictions.
yeah,
dude.
and we just everyone's like, well, you can't touch this and you can't do that.
all the
and we're-
tables were weirdly spaced apart
Yeah.
and shit. It was so
stupid.
Yeah, people got real paranoid around that time. I remember that. Like that
Yeah.
shit-
Well, and you hate to see when all the bands of your favorite era are no longer a thing. You know, so like you said, you see them come and go as time passes. But when you realize 10 years later, it's like that's an entirely different flyer. Like you're looking at
Oh,
old flyers
yeah.
and you're like, man, I don't. None of these people are. Yeah, I agree. It's cool to see everything coming back.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
Well, and you see people that stand the test of time, and then you can kind of gauge it. You know, you see bands like how they act and like the music they play and like how serious they take themselves, and you'll be like, okay, you're going to be like here and gone after a certain amount of time. But then there's certain people that just like longevity wise, they're like in it because they enjoy it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like, and it's just really apparent that like y'all just enjoy what you do.
oh fuck to the
Yeah.
utmost degree, dude.
Yeah, it's,
I mean,
it's-
Justin and I get a little fucking sick of each other's shit every once in a while. But
I was
you
sick
know.
of your shit before I got here.
Oh, brother, I'll fucking kill you.
You ain't doing it.
I'll unalive
You're not
you.
doing it. You're not doing it. Hey, speaking of bands and music that's like, you know, you hate to see them go away and whatnot. I say normally we do album of the week.
Oh, okay.
So, but today we're going to do albums of the
Yeah,
week.
Lou
We're
gets
gonna
to go
do two
first
of
though,
them.
because he got fucked out of his
Yeah,
last
you got
week.
fucked out. Don't look at me like that, Lou.
I'm not looking at you like that. Don't be so fucking sensitive.
Yeah. Snap. Cut you.
Justin has toxic shock or something. I don't know what it is. Did you find it?
Hey, there's the friendship thing.
Oh, dude, this is a great pick, by the way. Speaking of bands that were only here for a little while.
Yeah, tilt it forward there, bud.
I'm tilting it.
Tilt it.
So, yeah. Cosmos Factory. Well, Cosmos Factory.
Okay.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh, dude.
Man, this fucking song or this fucking album here, it's directly to my childhood. I mean, I was born in '80.
We still all
So, I
crank
mean-
Creedence. Everybody does.
You know, the old man. Every time this came on the radio, dude, he was fucking cranking it up.
Oh, fuck
So,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you didn't talk when it was cranked up either.
Oh, fuck no.
You say shit.
You know the prolific amount of music that they put out. As much as they put out, they were a band for 5 years.
That's insane.
That's what I was gonna say. Yep.
CCR was only a band for 5 fucking years. And you want to talk about a record company that fucked a guy right in his ass? Fogerty got fucked by his record company. Wasn't allowed to play his own songs because they owned the songs because of a piece of paper he signed because he was 22 years old and excited to make some money.
Fuck that.
And he just recently, within the last decade, got the rights back to play his own fucking music.
Wow.
Could you imagine?
But now he's old as fuck.
You're like, I don't want to play
Yeah,
it anymore.
but
You
yeah.
guys keep it.
Bro,
Yeah.
Any deal's a good deal when you got nothing. That's the scary part.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
And like back then,
Exactly
they didn't have
that.
like they didn't have like proper representation.
That's
No.
why you, that's
No.
why
or,
you
like
marry a
references
doctor.
on the fucking internet, like
Or
you
a
kinda
lawyer.
just got what you got.
Marry a lawyer. I got an album of the week, too. We're
what's number
doubling
two?
down.
What's number two?
Oh, I'll put it here.
Lou, don't forget
Oh wait,
to take that.
Lou,
home.
did you?
thank you,
cut.
Jesus.
Lou, did you have more to say about?
Oh no,
Don't.
no.
Introduction
album.
not needed. Oh my god.
Album number 2, the legendary Black Sabbath 4.
Thank you.
Which matches my fucking shirt, incidentally, today
Look
for
at
some
you.
reason. I know. This is a beautiful, wonderful fucking album.
Yes.
Just a masterpiece from beginning to end. Like when Laguna Sunrise comes on, and as a guitar player, you go, "Why the fuck have I never learned how to play that?" It's a beautiful classical guitar piece.
It's fucking beautiful. The
Anyways,
whole album's fucking.
what you
amazing.
do is you put Black Sabbath 4 and Cosmos Factory on at the same time. You play them backwards, and all of life's mysteries are revealed to you.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
As
It
long
helps
as
if
you're
you
watching
also. It helps if you also take a large amount of acid before you do it.
and put Wizard of Oz in the background. I
Oh
think
yeah,
is,
while Pink Floyd's on. Yep, I think that's the recipe.
Okay.
Anyways,
What's the dose like
all
of the acid?
A lot. Yep,
All of it?
perhaps.
Really, what happens is you just get an aneurysm.
You got to go.
Yeah, no, you think you're just living the fucking dream. You're laying on the floor like.
Look like fucking Jack Black in a Pick of Destiny, dude. Fucking
Oh yeah.
perfect.
Well, shit, boys. We appreciate you guys coming out and
Yeah,
being a part of the
absolutely.
podcast today.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love being here.
Yeah, it was fun.
Fucking A. We'll have a
Check.
cheers to Pepper.
Yes. Oh,
I have nothing to cheers.
I have nothing to cheers either.
Let's
Check
get
out
Let's get a beer.
before we cheers to that asshole. Oh fuck. Thanks, babe.
That's gonna be.
Make sure to go into the links below, man. It's going to talk all about our show coming up at the Knitting Factory, Blacktooth Grin, a Warren Me. It should be Suturous, but we're right on. But Saturday, dude, March 1st, 2025 at the Shredder. You got Karen Comes Killing, which is also on the show with us on the 22nd. You've got Basement, which, dude, I
Always great.
fucking
Oh,
love
we love
Basement,
Basement.
dude. Final fucking Underground. So if
Ow, ow,
anybody understands the longevity of local metal bands, Final Underground, they were out before Blacktooth.
The FU crew.
And our bros from fucking Ghostbox, dude. So this is going to be a good show. Go down, check them out. $5, and then get pumped up to come get your wig split at the fucking Blacktooth show.
$5 bangers, what they called your mom.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
Ah, you're not, because I have autism. Here's the pepper.
Cheers to Pepper, man.
Cheers to Pepper.
We have been Music
on,
of Mayhem.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in.
You goddamn right. Thank you, boys, for being here.
Thank
Okay, love you
guys.
long time. Bye.